Hey, here I come to wreck the day. Evening roasters. Wow, I bet a few of you thought, have I just tuned into the right station? Because that was amazing. What I would like to say to you is, no, you're amazing. Don't ever forget that. No, you should never forget that. Anyhow, that has been a right mammoth job, that has, and I've absolutely loved every bit of it. No, honestly, Dee, I told you before, the day's got to hit double figures before we start on the special stuff. I know we haven't got a watch, and I can tell by the two suns how far they are in the sky. Scotty. Yeah, I've actually thoroughly enjoyed this one. Now, it was a big job, and I'm afraid if you do want to watch this to the end, go make yourself a brew, because I'm basically going to be about 20 odd minutes. I have speeded up a lot of it, but before I started it, I'm no sculptor. This is only my third big thing that I've taken on, and the other two are so I heard some guy on the internet say it's only a lump of clay. If you make a mistake, just tear it apart. And that is right, because I've gone down a wrong route. I've put loads of detail in and thought, yeah, I like that, and then I thought, I want this to be, it's not tear it apart, it's only clay, isn't it? And it's all good, clean, healthy fun, isn't it, Aunt Brew? Yeah, so as always, I'm going to let this idiot explain. Here we are, making the former. I thought this has got to be strong, because I knew I was going to be putting a lot of clay on this eventually, and I made most of the former with expanding foam. Now, these are my calculations. Set in stone. Yep, some little doodles there. The good thing about doing creatures is you can make mistakes and you can make it look good. Like if someone told me to sculpt a portrait, it would never look like them. But with creatures, you can just let your imagination go wild. And here he is, going on into the night. A guy on a mission. I just thought I'd put a plastic bag on the expanding foam because I didn't want the expanding foam to take out all the moisture out of the clay. What my plan is, this is a board, piece of wood, and I've put 2 bits of plastic on, 5mm. So when I get my little cheese wire thing, here, here's one I prepared earlier, I can slap clay on here, run the cheese wire across, and hopefully I'll get 5mm layers from that. Just good this. Do enjoy it. Oh, Yeah, so slap that on there. And then keep that tight on there. Oh, let the camera. Pull that down like so. Feels good, this. Dead clever. And then hopefully pull that up. Look at that. I've got a 5mm of clay. As long as it doesn't stick on here. There we go. And then I can go and chuck that where I want it. Oh, I love starting a new project. Right, first things first. Cheers, Dick. Oh, and radio on, eh? Oh, just the job. The Spice Girls. Who do you think you are? Come on. Get on with it. I think someone's stalling here. Right, I've got a bit of a dilemma going on at the moment. The story so far, it's quite a big sausage, isn't he? But we all know the Gamorean god is big. That's not the problem. You know, the fact I've just put 40 kilogram of clay onto this, that's not a problem. What I've done is I've gone off a lovely sculpt. It was basically a bust that I bought years ago, and he stuck to the rules, as in, like if nature made a Gamorean god, the eyes would be a lot further apart than the original one, because he was a guy in a suit, wasn't it? So you've got the eyes are quite narrow. Now, I've done the same with this. I've gone off, you know, sort of nature's ruling. Usually the corner of your eyes hits the side of your nose. But I decided to watch Return of the Jedi again. And then I saw the Gamorean god, how it was with his eyes sort of closer, and I thought, that's what I remember as a kid. Oh, do I start hacking this apart and make him a bit... Because, I mean, look at the size of him. I think his shoulder width is about 950mm. He's nearly a metre. So I'm going to have a little play with him today and just hack away a few bits, maybe add a few bits, and just see what I can come up with. I think I'm just going to tear these eyes out and force them in a bit and just see how I feel. And if I think, oh yeah, that's the one I remember from Return of the Jedi when I was a little kid, like in 1983, screaming at the cinema screen, I'll go down that route. And also I've sculpted him where his nose is quite flat out. Now every reference picture you can find, or when you watch him on the film, heads are always down. So that might be throwing me out a little bit. So I'm not exactly classing myself as a sculptor. I'm just a have-a-go hero. Right, so let's get cracking with the knife. And it is hard not to get distracted.
Why, you muscle-bound fool, He-Man!
Oh. Oh. Right, story so far. I did bring the eyes in, but it just didn't look right. So I pull the eyes apart, and I'm just filling in the brow. I think I mentioned earlier, all the reference pictures, the Gamorean god is always looking down, and I've sculpted him flat. I'm trying to tilt everything in the air, so I think I'm going to have to just put loads of clay on here and build him up that way, and then chop it down at the back to get the angle of the dangle. So, what did you do? All the stuff that I tidied up before, I've just released and I've just proper hacked away and made him a bit slimmer here. Pulled some of his chin off, and I'm hoping to go a bit further down there than that. So, yeah, let's carry on. short back side, sir. Now, this bit on the back, I've noticed from this I was having a look, seeing a copy of. It's like I don't know, a Hessian sack, almost like a big hairnet. It might be an hairnet. It might have had dreadlocks or something under there. I don't know. We never know. We've never seen a naked Gamorean god, have we? One in the showers. Anyhow, so I didn't know how to replicate that texture, but I found some old string in the greenhouse, and I've just wrapped it around a rolling pin. I'm just going to roll that down, get a bit of texture, and then perhaps iron it out with a bit of cloth left over from the Tuscan, and I'll just dab that on. So that's my plan, Stan. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. Well, if you enjoyed it half as much as I did doing it, then yeah. But now I've got the scary task of actually moulding it, because it's just clay and it's just going to dry, crack, and then be put in the bin. So I've got to encase the whole thing in, I'm going to use plaster. I'm not going to use rubber, it's going to be too expensive. So I've got a couple of bags of crystal plaster, which is really tough, what they make moulds for in the pot bank industry and all sorts of yeah, so it's either going to be one of those "what have I done" moments or a moment. So yeah, I'm not over excited about it, because I think there's quite a few things that could go wrong because it's so big, and already I have used about 65 to 70 kilograms of clay. So when he's got the plaster on, I just hope the support can take it. But anyway, so stay tuned for part 2, because we're going to get that bad boy moulded, and let's hope it's a winner chicken dinner. Oh, and till the next time, guys, be nice to each other. Tira. No, I haven't.